Hi, my name is Folaromi Afolayan, and I'm a tarot reader, Reiki practitioner, and artist integrating art and healing. And I'm here to offer you a reading for the month of April 2025. March was a lot, so give yourself some grace. And I say that to myself. March was rough. It was energetically draining, collectively, and for me, my day-to-day life, it was a lot. So please be tender to yourself and others around you, because March wasn't nothing to play with at all. We are still in a Mercury retrograde. Mercury goes direct on April 7th. We're still in a Venus retrograde. Venus goes direct on the 12th, so hold tight. And then Neptune just entered Aries on the 30th of March. The last time Neptune was in Aries or entered Aries was in the year 1861. The historian girlies know what happens in 1861. You can look that up. So we are in times of great change. Lots of shifts are happening. So just a reminder to be very kind and gentle and ginger with yourself. Okay. If you are new here, welcome to the channel. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. We're going to get into this reading for the month of April. When I sat down to ground and prepare for the April reading, the energy that came through was definitely a feeling of like defeat and just feeling tired collectively, which makes sense. So I'm hoping that this reading will provide us with some support and some remedies to not give in to despair, because I know there are a lot of things going on and it feels like it's easy to just kind of give in to defeat, like very much Five of Swords energy, if you know that card, of feeling like you've lost the battle. But I'm hoping that this will support us in other practices that we have. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to do a tarot reading and then an oracle card reading. We'll start with the tarot. We're using Modern Witch Tarot for today's card deck. So I'm going to take a few moments to get grounded and call in the spiritual team. I invite you to do that. If that resonates with you, great. If not, that's all right too. So we're just going to take the deck and take a few deep breaths, get grounded, see what comes through. Okay. All right. All right, spirit guides, angels, ancestors who support our highest good, elevated ancestors who support our highest good, please assist us with what we need to know for the month of April 2025. Thank you for your love, truth, and understanding. May we please have clarity and protection during this reading. Ashe. What do we need to know for April, please? What's going on? What is going on? April, what's going on? Ooh. All right. That's good, that's good, that's good. What do we need to know for April, please? That's not it. Okay. I hear you, I hear you. Okay. Oof. All right. Okay. Got it. All right. Once again, like last month, we're getting the Page of Swords again. The Page of Swords. Continuing to remain vigilant. continuing to watch the information that we consume, making sure we're looking at our sources. Remember, primary, secondary, tertiary sources. Come on, all right? Continuing to check in with our sources and being mindful of the information we're consuming, reading, writing on the internet, things of that nature, of the correspondence on social media. Just continuing to be vigilant, aware, curious, and asking questions, staying informed, staying enlightened, staying open to new possibilities and curiosities coming in, just asking why and why is that, and really delving further into things and not taking things for face value. Continuing to do that is going to be extremely important, especially in the ways that we communicate. So continuing to do that as we move into this month is going to be critical. Okay. Knight of Wands, one of my favorite nights. Moving forward, taking action with, I'm hearing expansion, like expanding in your creative process, expanding in your pursuits, expanding in creating with other people, like continuing to move forward and go into action. Like, what do you want to create in the world around you? What do you want to create in your community? And how are you going to move forward? Like, the Knight is making those steps, taking those action steps to move forward. What is inspiring you this month? And really, even on an artistic level, tapping into that, tapping into your artistic gifts, how you can use that to support the collective, how you can use that to support those around you, and just really finding sources of inspiration, finding sources that light you up, even up some sacral chakra work with this, but really moving forward with that light, that spark, and that sense of imagination and invigoration. Like, what lights you up? What is going to support you moving forward? Kind of approaching the energy kind of like from an excited, youthful kind of place of trying something new, trying new things, especially in this Aries season too. So what are you moving towards? Like, what kind of creative projects are you moving towards? And what is the intention behind those projects? How can it support the collective right now? Yeah. And then we get the King of Cups. The King of Cups, inviting us to really remain soft in our compassion for ourselves and others, right? The King of Cups knows that feeling is not a sign of weakness. The King of Cups knows that crying and tuning into your emotions is not a sign of weakness, but it is actually a sign of strength. So this could come in the form of you tapping into that, tapping into healing practices. Also finding a mentor who has this kind of energy. The King of Cups makes a great mentor, counselor, person that you can come to with things, who has your back. Like, who advocates for you, or who are you advocating for at this time with the utmost level of compassion and integrity, and really not judging yourself or others for feeling what they're feeling right now, making space for all of your feelings. And as you're taking action towards your vision, dreams, and goals, opening up yourself up to know what it means to feel, because we need that, right? And when you're creating art or working on a new project, you need to have that element of feeling there, staying connected to your humanity, because also there's so many things these days that want to disassociate us and detach us from feeling. We're witnessing so much violence and harm that it's sometimes difficult to stay in your body, difficult to feel, or it's easy to detach. But this is also a reminder to stay in your body, stay in your feelings, stay in your humanity, because it's really going to be important. This is what is going to help us in the long haul. And then we get the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Hierophant is really about, in this case, connecting with a higher power, continuing your spiritual practices. Not spiritual practices necessarily that resonate with everyone, but spiritual practices that resonate with you specifically, and the God, creator, Oludumare, of your understanding, right? Whatever you call it, spirit, whatever you call it, what are you doing to tap into those spiritual practices daily? Are you working with your elevated ancestors? Are you working with saints? Are you working with your spiritual guide or spirits or spiritual court? What is the consistent practices that are going to help you stay connected, open to source, during these times, not in a form of spiritual bypassing or ignoring the things that are happening, but what is going to give you that strength, the inner strength to go out into the world each day. Figuring that out, or is it a community of people coming together? Is it some sort of prayer group? What is it? What resonates with your spirit right now? Are there ancestral practices that are coming forth to you now, or things that you want to explore? The Hierophant is really reminding us to stay in our faith, stay connected, and stay in that line, knowing that we're never disconnected from the Creator. So continuing to find those practices, continuing to elevate your ancestors and elevate yourself as you're exploring what practices are going to sustain you during these times. And remembering that you are not alone, that you are connected to all of the elements that are there in nature, with your Creator, with your ancestors, that you are connected, as difficult as it may seem. Just reminding yourself, what are you going to do to remember who you are? What practices are you going to put into place this month to remember who you are? Ooh, so yeah, there's a lot going on this month. And as the planets begin to go direct, there might be some clarity that clicks. There might be some new things, new projects that begin to emerge. But staying really vigilant, aware, creative, compassionate, and connected is really going to support us this month of April. And really, reaching out, knowing that you don't have to do it alone, creating a group or a circle, whatever works for you, but just keeping that line connected, or keeping the channel open, as Martha Graham talks about in her dance practice. She talks about keeping the channel open, and that's what's coming up for me right now, of like keeping the channel open for creativity, for connection to the Creator, for connection to your community, for just connection to the divine, just allowing that to be open, and just being aware of all of the changes and what you need to do to align with that, because there's a lot going on. So I hope that that's helpful. Okay. All right, we're going to also do an oracle portion of the reading. This is Whispers of Healing. Whispers of Healing. Okay, so we're going to take a few moments, get grounded with this deck. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors who support our highest good, please assist us with our oracle message for April 2025. Thank you for your love, truth, and understanding. May we please have clarity and protection during this reading. Ashe. What do we need to know? What oracle message will support us this month? That's not it. Ooh, yeah. So the first card that we get is intention. Intention. This is about getting clear about what you want to create this month, getting clear about your why you're doing the work that you're doing, why you're creating a certain work. What is your intention, or even just your intention for this month? And that can help support you and anchor you. It very much reminds me of the Hierophant in that, of like, what is going to be that thing that grounds you, that helps support you? Is it a word? Is it a mantra? Is it a phrase? Getting clear on your intention for this month, of why will really help guide you in this month ahead. And transform. We get transform. And especially with this Neptune in Aries, and Neptune is going to be in Aries for the next 13 years, I believe. What transformations are happening inside of you, and how are they going to show up and manifest externally? Like, what are you ready to transform in your life? Is there something is a new way that you're trying to do something? Is it an aesthetic transformation? Is it a spiritual transformation? Is it an artistic transformation? But there's a big shift that is happening. So getting clear, journaling about what transformation means to you, or what changes that are occurring within you, meditating on what changes you would like to create, or what are you sensing, and really tapping into that will be critical this month. And lastly, we get replenish. So really creating space for rest with all of this happening, all of this energy that is happening that can be draining, can be exhausting, that can make you feel defeated. What are you doing to replenish your mind, body, and spirit? Staying hydrated, nourishing your body, really taking time to be out in nature, especially if you are in the spring season. It's the spring equinox. It's spring outside, taking time to really connect with nature. Those who work with nature, nature spirits, being consistent with that, but taking time to ground yourself and replenish the body will be critical in order to give you energy to sustain yourself this month. So that wraps up the reading. I feel like even though it's a lot obviously going on, I think that there is the potential to create, under the word create is coming up, the potential to ignite and begin that transformation of self, which is really beautiful, and is going to be really necessary in creating art that really moves people and connects to people and resonates with what is happening in our world is going to be really important. So that it wraps up the reading. Thank you so much. If you're still here, appreciate it. I will be continuing to offer distance Reiki sessions on Instagram Live every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'll put that in the link below. Books will be opening soon for one-on-one Reiki sessions and tarot readings. I will put my website in the link below. What else? I think that's all. The newsletter will be down there too. If this resonates with you, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Yes, please give this a thumbs up, trying to get the algorithm going. Thank you all so much, and I will see you all later. Take good care. Bye.